Okay, so I just want to show off kind of what's on the bench today. I've been doing YouTube shorts because YouTube has been showing my YouTube shorts a lot more, and so I haven't been doing these longer videos. So if you want me to do more of the longer videos, you can help me dramatically by watching the video further in, because if you watch it further in, then that will make YouTube show the video more. Comment that you like the longer videos if you'd like to see more of them. Yeah, so I just want to take this opportunity to kind of show you what I'm working on. My shop is a mess right now. I have this project here, which is kind of on the back burner today, and then this project here, which is finishing up today, should ship tomorrow. The customer, I did a video recently and showed a mini spear point, which is I think my most popular model, and then this is the mini knifemaking. But the video that I did on the mini spear point, I specifically mentioned about having a 30-day refund if you didn't like it for any reason or whatever. But I felt like the customer was probably going to love it, and apparently he did, because one, he wrote a really super nice review on Facebook and on my website for it. And he immediately ordered another knife, and he also reached out to me directly, and which just so you know, if you order through the website, I'm always going to try to, if possible, I'm going to try to reach out to you and thank you for the order, and basically make some kind of connection through the website, through email or whatever, because I want to build those relationships, and I want to make sure that you get exactly what you want. You're going to be happy. But anyway, so on this next order though, he reached out to me. We actually spoke on the telephone for about an hour, and just kind of talked about different possible knives, and he was thinking about getting a couple of knives, and and I basically encouraged him to, instead of getting two knives, to think about what one knife he really wants, what speaks to him and what he really wants, and then get that knife, and then he can go from there, and then versus just being in a rush to buy two knives. And he contacted me the next day, and he said he was ready, and he had this idea for what he wanted, and I really love what he chose. He chose the mini knifemaking, which is a really awesome little model. The long form video I have of the mini knifemaking is my most popular video, but he wanted the mini knifemaking, and he wanted the green canvas micarta, but he wanted the orange liners. And so with talking to him, I asked him specifically if he wanted thicker liners or if he wanted thinner liners, and he said, well, I hadn't even thought about that, but thick sounds good. And so we went with the thicker liners, and yeah, and then he messaged me and asked if he could make sure that he got stainless screws with it, so yeah, that was no problem. But not only did he want that, he wanted the sheath to be, and we had kind of talked about this the night before, but he wanted the sheath to be two-tone. And I think I probably sold him on it, because he was asking me what the different options was, and I told him, I said, two-tone, well, it's not really on the website. When I do it, it looks really good, and it looks really good because of the way the edges look, along the side whenever you do it. And so he said, well, he wanted hunter orange for the front, and then for the back, he wanted me to choose either a brown or a green that I thought would look good. And so today was the day that I got to where I was making on his sheath. Now keep in mind, he ordered this less than 10 days ago, and so the mini knifemaking is a 10-day model, which basically means you can order through the website, and from the date of order, I'm going to ship it. It'll ship in 10 days. So that doesn't mean you'll get it in 10 days, because I can't control how long the post office takes to get you something, but it'll ship within 10 days. So it's been less than 10 days, and I had, part of the reason why it can be that is because I may already have started on the knife, and also it's only on my most popular knives that I have that done. So you're not going to get something like this where it's a complete, new model for me or whatever. You're not going to get something like that for 10 days, but I do have some models that you can get in 10 days, and this is one of them. And so it's been less than 10 days. It'll be 10 days on Saturday, and this should ship tomorrow, so it's going to ship early. But anyway, yeah, so he chose, he said, my choice. So today was the day for to do the sheath. And so I messaged him with a picture of the orange and this color together and said, this is what I would choose. Does this work for you? And he said, absolutely. He liked it a lot. And so this is flat dark earth spring and on the back, and then Hunter orange on the front. And an interesting thing to know on how I differentiate the front on a sheath is kind of opposite of what you differentiate on a knife. So technically they always call this part of this side of the knife, they either call it the front side or the mark side. And the reason why they call it the front or the mark is because this is where the logo is going to go. And this one's going to get the Montana logo on it, and it'll be serial numbered. And I can't remember the exact number that this is. I think it's going to be about knife number 90 out of the shop. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up before I serial number it. But it will have the logo there. But this side is the front of the knife. But the opposite side is the front of the sheath, because if the knife goes in the sheath this way, it's the front side of the knife, but it's the back side of the sheath, because most people are right-handed, and most people would wear this on their right side, which means this is the side that would display. So it's confusing, I know, but this is the front of the sheath, which ends up being the back of the knife. But he wanted orange on the front and this flat dark earth on the back. And honestly speaking, I mean, it's just a wonderful color combination. I think he did really well with it. I think he's really happy with it. Now, because, so this is a universal sheath. So this sheath basically can be, can have like a mini tech lock put on it, or other belt loops, or it can be sewn to stuff. I mean, the possibilities of how you can mount this sheath because of the way I design it is almost endless. But I include, at no extra charge, I include a made in the USA tech lock. These things are really cool. I'm sure you've already seen them, but basically this springs open and it clamps onto your pant pocket. And they wear right here, which you can see this is where I wear my mini sheath foot. I've been wearing that every day for 2 years. I always wear my knife there. It's super fast, it's super easy, and I know right exactly where it's at. And so this is going to get that, and it'll go right there on that, attached with rubber grommets in between it, and it'll always be there when he wants it. And that's one of the things, you know, today I was messaging him and talking about the knife, and you know, he said he couldn't wait to get it. You know, he couldn't wait to compare it to his mini spear point. And I said, well, that's a little scary, you know, except for the fact that I'm sure you're going to love this knife. He basically came back and he says, you don't have to be scared at all, because I've not taken that knife out of, you know, he's had that in his pocket every single day since he's gotten it, and he absolutely loves it, and he's 100% sure he's going to love this. And I say I love getting responses back like that, but even if he doesn't, you know, it is a full money back guarantee. And that's one thing I want to mention too, is like, I would rather somebody return something than keep something they're not happy with, because I am all about trying to build those long-term relationships, because you know, this is not something I do that I make money at, and eventually maybe that'd be nice if someday that's what it is, but this is something I do because I love to do it, and I sell the knives because if I don't sell them, I can't afford to make more, because it is really, really costly to run a knife shop. Materials are expensive, equipment is expensive, there's always new materials I want, there's always new equipment I want, it's all expensive. But the reality of it is I do it because I love it. If it was just for the money, I wouldn't do it. And so I really want to have happy customers and build long-term relationships, and most of my customers buy again and again. And anyway, so that's what I shoot for. So that's the mini desk book. And then this is, you guys have already seen, like I said, this is not finished. This is, the handle scales are still rough. I still got to get through and go through and get this sanded out really nice and all that kind of stuff and everything. But this is the Bandit. This is the mini Bandit EX. So it's mini because it's got the mini size handle. So it's designed for basically kind of front pocket carry still. So you don't have a whole lot of handles sticking out and getting in your way. But I designed the EX series, which is brand new. I only have three. This will be my third one in the EX series, all different models. But the EX, basically, you can see it's got about an inch longer blade, and that's basically just kind of for those situations where you need an inch longer blade. And but this may be my when it's done, I think this might end up being my favorite knife I've ever made. And I've made a lot of really cool knives over the years, but I really, really love this one. And this one's available, you know, so basically if somebody wanted it, they can get it, but this one's not. So anyway, that's all I got for now. If you like the video, please comment, please like, please subscribe, join the website. You know, there's a forum on the website, or you can connect with me on Facebook or Instagram also, or TikTok. Talk to you later. Bye.